I really love doing shotgun videos. The testing part is just so much fun. And, well, the tabletop bit is pretty cool as well, especially when they look as funky as this. Hi guys, this is RACKNLOAD. And you know me, I don't generally do sort of what I'd say traditional shotguns here on the channel. They've got to be a little bit cooler than, you know, a lump of walnut and 2 barrels. Not that I'm knocking that sort of shotgun at all. You do see the odd one on here. I do a lot of shorts on traditional types of shotguns. But this is more me. You know, tactical. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This, on the table, is the Aksa Arms S4. Now, this is a semi-automatic shotgun, and it has an auto gas regulating piston. So basically you can shoot light loads and heavy loads. You haven't got to sort of strip it down and turn bits around, you know, to make it accommodate heavy loads. You literally just put anything in it and it'll eat its way through them. So it's quite clever. Also as well, it keeps the recoil down. I reckon between 20 and 30% it'll reduce recoil. So, which is kind of nice as well, and less maintenance, I guess, on the piston inside. Now, as far as your specs go, this is the S4. Like I said, this is 12 gauge, chambered in 2 3/4 inch to 3 inch. It will take. I've shot buckshot, birdshot, slug shot. Literally, just put everything through this. The receiver is 7075 T6 aluminium or aluminum if you're in America. 24-inch barrel, 6+1 or 7+1 depending on what ammo you put in. Telescopic stock on it, which I'll show you in a minute. The barrel is 4140 steel and it weighs in at 3.9 kilograms. That is unloaded. So, what else can I sort of tell you about this then? Well, let's just take it from the stock end, I guess. It's quite an interesting stock at first because when this came to me, it was all the way in like that. And I was like, what the hell? That's a short length of pull. But no, what you do is you press this button on here, twist it like that, pull. And you've got different positions. I think there's 3 or 4 different positions on there. So that's really cool. Ambidextrous, you can adjust the cheek piece up and down. Fairly sort of medium stock pad on there to sort of help sort of mitigate the recoil. Very nice pistol grip. That reminds me of an M249, the machine gun, the saw. I don't know, it just reminds me of that that pistol grip. I'll roll in a picture if I've got one. Very cool, very comfortable, massive sort of beaver tail on there. Really nice. You've got the aluminium or aluminum receiver there. You can swap the charging handle, and the charging handle is an oversized one, and it's sort of cut out and done in this funky sort of bronze colour. That looks awesome, I think. You can swap it around to that side, so you can have the charging handle on that side if you want. I didn't, I just left it how it was. There's your bolt release. It is what it is, oversized. I really like that, that's pretty cool. You've got a cross bolt safety here. Okay, there's your mag release, I guess you would call it. If you need to, you know, sort of shut the mag off and open the chamber to make it safe or whatever. Very cool. Really nice to shoot, really nice to easy to load, pretty much. Nice easy loading gate, cut out as well. And then, like I say, it's 6 or 7+1 depending on the length of cartridges that you put in. And then moving on to the handguard. This is actually a metal handguard. Very, very nice. I've not seen something with like a metal, quite aggressively gripped handguard like that, but it has got like M-lock slots along the bottom and along the sides here. So I guess you could mount bits and pieces on there if you wanted to. Moving along, you've got a sling swivel adapter of some description that you can sort of put on there, I guess. And then you've got a barrel and magazine clamp there with a bit of Picatinny rail. Again, pretty cool. I'm not going to field strip this down because it means me taking that off, and I don't want to do that. You also have to sort of, I mean, the recoil's pretty gentle on this anyway, but it has got a vented barrel as well. So again, what that'll do is that'll vent gases upwards, stopping the barrel from sort of flipping up. Obviously, it is multi-choke, and there you've got front sight there. There's your rear sight. It's like a ghost ring. Very, very cool. Very cool indeed. You've got a big QD mounting option there, which you can, if you want to sort of fit different types of slings to this, whatever you want. If you want to sort of go full tactical, depends what you're doing with it, and what country you are in. If you're sort of doing practical shotgun, then you don't generally have a sling here in the UK anyway. But if you're doing other sort of cooler stuff elsewhere in the world, you pretty much do what you want. Isn't that a cool shotgun though? It ran really well. I literally put all sorts through it. I did choke up a couple of times on some of the real shitty ammo I was putting through it, but buckshot, slug shot ran really, really well. Pretty accurate as well. Didn't have to sort of zero it or anything. I'll roll in footage where I'm pinging. I think I was pinging the balls of steel gong with the slug shot. Oh, that was a hit. Oh, miss. Got him out. Very, very, very cool. I do love shotguns, especially this sort of style. They do turn me on a little bit. But anyway, very cool. It comes in a hard case like so. Aksa Arms. It is a Turkish brand. I mean, aren't all the cool shotguns Turkish these days? What is interesting about this shotgun as well, well, let me just show you the manual. So this is the manual. It's all right, the manual is. You know me, I like a few more pictures and a bit of colour in there. But that's just me. Have we got any exploded diagrams? We've got basic drawings. We've got an exploded diagram and a parts list. All right, we have got a bit of colour in there, I guess. But yeah, there you go. You have a full set of chokes. I couldn't even tell you what choke I was using. It was just the one that was in. Just basic sort of choke set. What is interesting about this shotgun, it is compatible with Benelli bits and pieces. So Benelli bits and pieces, well, M4 parts and accessories will fit on this shotgun, which is quite cool. So chrome plated barrel, I think I mentioned that, I'm not sure whether I did. So yeah, it's, you know, it's going to be pretty much bomb proof. The barrel is. That's pretty much it really for, you know, all your specs. But isn't that awesome? Very cool. I had some good fun shooting this. Don't get me wrong, I've had Turkish shotguns in the past that have really sort of choked up and they've been very problematic. But this thing ran really well. You know, like I said, even with some crappy cartridges. You know me, guys. I would tell you if I had problems with it, but it ran really well. I do like this stock. It is. At first, I thought, oh, that's going to be a bit uncomfortable. But then I realised, oh no, it does pull out, and there you go. But very, very cool. If you're after something a little bit different, you know, if you're getting into practical shotgun and you want something, you know, a little bit more funky, then this might be the answer. This is kindly on loan from CG Firearms here in the UK. The Aksa Arms S4 semi-auto. Good thing about it, like I said, doesn't matter what loads you put in it, you haven't got to sort of take the piston out and swap a ring round the other way. You haven't got to do any of that. It will self-adjust, which is very cool indeed. But there you go. There is your rack and load review of the Aksa Arms S4 semi-auto shotgun. It is definitely very sexy looking, if you ask me. It's definitely different. And you know me, I like different, especially when it comes to shotguns. But no, I can recommend it. You know, I'm not gonna give you a price. Just check out CG Firearms' website. They've got them on there. If you're here in the UK, check their website out for all the latest prices. Let's get that back in. But that, you know, if you're here in the UK, if you've got a Section 1 firearms certificate, you can have obviously a multi-shot shotgun. Like I say, if you're just getting into practical shooting and you don't want to sort of splash out mega bucks, and you want something that'll do the job but looks good as well, there you have it. So anyway, guys, I am going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching. That is Rack and Load. See ya.